trust me, I'm going to try and record this one final time. If I don't get it, then I'm just not going to get it for the day. I have had a rough couple of days. Starting Saturday night, I became very sick, stomach sick. And my stomach just felt very sour. I really just wasn't feeling good. So I kind of took it easy, did different water and just, different levels of water, sorry. And I kind of stuck to my protein supplements this week because it just has not been a good week for me food-wise. Weekend. It wasn't the week. Up until now, I've been eating just fine. Excuse me. Not really had any problems beforehand on getting things down, except for that one bout with chicken, but it was just dry. I have been trying to get my protein in naturally as much as possible, but this weekend it just was really bad. So Saturday I started getting sick, and then yesterday I got sick throughout the day. Just on little things, my stomach just was not accepting them. So I stuck with my Carb Smart yogurt, which is really smooth, and it went down fine. And there's 12 proteins in there, so that was good. And I had two of my protein shakes, the coffee ones that I recommended for you guys to try, the Atkins Advantage. And I got my protein in, and I got my vitamins in, so I felt okay. It's just, I was kind of concerned, so I called the surgeon this morning, and he said that that's normal, that sometimes your stomach just doesn't feel like absorbing anything for a little while because it's so little. So he said to start back at phase one, which is the pureed meats and yogurt and sugar-free puddings and stuff, which, that's what I basically did. I went back to the basics, and which reminds me of the video that AJ put out was wonderful, and I'll put a link to that because it's perfect to tell you exactly what you need to do to get the best success. Aside from that, before this little episode went on, I was looking in the grocery store for some sort of cracker that had low sodium in it, that had good hardiness to it, and that might even get me a little bit of protein. So I found JJ Flat's all natural flatbreads, and you can look, I got the everything because there's lots of goodness on there. There's poppy seeds and some Italian herb, and it looks like sesame seeds, so you gotta chew it up real good because you don't want the sesame seeds to bother your stomach. But there's 4 grams of fat. There is 16 carbs, 1 sugar, and 4 grams of protein. Granted, that's in 6 crackers. I'm going to show you guys the size of the crackers because they're big. This is 2 of them. That's about the size of like a graham cracker that you would get out of the, like for a s'more or something like that. So I usually only eat about 3, so really I'm only getting 2 grams of fat, 8 carbs, and 2 proteins. But I eat them with the Laughing Cow light cheese, and it's 35 calories in there. They're really good Swiss cheese and mozzarella cheese, just really good cheeses that help you get a little bit of protein that way too. Not a lot, but if you're wanting something to kind of fill you up for little price or circumstance, they're really good, and my pouch adapts to them really well. They've actually been kind of a saving grace to me throughout this whole upset stomach thing. So I just have really had kind of lousy couple days. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys that this is what's happened to me. My chest kind of hurts from getting sick. I got sick on Saturday night and twice Sunday and once today. So it's really been kind of rough. I've not gotten sick that much since the surgery, and this has all been in a couple of days. But the surgeon told me that if it continued, even on my protein supplements and stuff, then he wants me to come in. So I have been doing the protein supplements and my vitamins, and my yogurts have really helped because they're nice and low in sugar and carbs and high in the protein. So other than that, oh, by the way, this couple of days has gotten me to a particular event that I have mentioned in another video. I reached my first goal today. I can't believe it. I have now officially lost 50 pounds on the dot. I know that this is early for an update, but I told you guys I would let you know as soon as I did. Now, in my goal update video, I mentioned that I would put on my wedding dress because that was going to be my goal. There's a slight problem with that because a very dear friend of mine is having her wedding, and she lives out of state, several states away, and she had a problem. She's getting her vows renewed with her husband. She had a problem with the dress that she had picked out, and I just happened to be preliminary trying mine on because I knew I was getting close to the goal. And it was fitting. It's just a little snug, and I knew I needed to lose a couple pounds to feel real good in it. And I showed her my dress, and she said, "What size is it?" And I told her, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that would be perfect." And I completely said, "Absolutely, you can use it." I told her it needed cleaned, but she was welcome to use it. So it is actually on its way to her house in a big old box with the veil and the tiara and everything. So that goal might have to wait until the end of the month. The wedding is on the 29th. She wanted to have plenty of time to get it cleaned and get it shipped there and everything. So that is where my goal dress is. I did find another box, or bag rather, of clothes out in the garage, and for the first time yesterday, I put on an entire outfit that was an extra large. The whole outfit, my pants and my top, extra large. So I was just ecstatic, and I showed my husband, and he loved it. He just was just doting over me, and I had I have a whole fall wardrobe, hopefully that I won't shrink out of right away, because there's some clothes in there that I just love that I haven't been able to wear in a long time. So I'm really excited about that. I plan on passing my clothes forward. I will do a video of different things that are up for grabs that I'm just going to give away. I don't want to have an excuse to go back. So I have a few things that are kind of spoken for at the moment for some friends that were the same size as me when I started the surgery. So those are going to be some things that are already spoken for. But eventually there's going to be some clothes that aren't. And I will be very happy to pass those forward just to give you, so people don't have to buy new clothes. I hate that. I hate that when you lose weight you have to buy all these new clothes only to lose more weight and then be grown out of them. So I'm running low on time. I can't believe I've talked this much feeling the way I do, but I'm feeling better. I always feel better right after I get sick, but now my throat is kind of sore because it's been a couple times within a few days, and I don't like that. I'm really hoping that I can just start back at phase one. He told me to work my way up to where I am now over a period of like 5 days. Excuse me. So that is where we stand. I am going to just do my best to do what the doctor told me to, get the protein in, get the vitamins in. I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put the link of AJ's Back to Basics on the sidebar so you guys can see that it really does matter when you get back to basics. Sometimes you have to start over. I'm just doing it a little bit sooner than I thought I would, but now is better than later and having to suffer. So you guys take care, keep your chin or chins up, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.